Hey, y'all, you know, my heart goes out to you, mothers, you young mothers that are holding down a job outside and you've got small children. And everybody knows that a woman's work is never done once you walk into your home. And so I'm hoping that this recipe will help y'all uh, get a good, balanced meal on the table for your children because it's a stir ahead. You can use roasted chicken from the grocery store, so you don't have to boil the chicken and all of that stuff. Uh, but I talk to mothers that feel so guilty that they're not putting good meals in front of their children because of lack of time. So this is a good one, all you young mamas out there and grandmas who want to help the help your children by bringing things over that you've cooked for them to have. I know I do that quite frequently uh, with some of mine. So I'm using sliced portobello mushrooms. I'm using like a cup of onions. Now, if you say your children don't eat this, they don't eat that, they don't eat this, you can find a way to substitute those. But you need that garlic, honey. And if they say they don't eat onions, you can put those in your little food processor and they won't, by the time you mush them, they'll never know they're there. And you could do the same thing with mushrooms. So we are about right at 6 minutes on these. And you want to make sure you stir them constantly. Now I'm adding a little black pepper, a little salt, and I don't want to forget the thyme. That's fresh minced. And y'all know the difference between chopped and all those terms, right? When it says mince, that means they want you to do it very, very fine, as fine as you can get it. A rough chop is just what it means.
We should do that one day.
I know it.
Just with an onion and show everybody.
Yes, yes.
We will do that.
All right, now I'm adding my flour because we're going to make a sauce. And we'll want to cook this for a couple of minutes, to just kind of cook that flour in, make sure the flour doesn't have any lumps in it. And then we're going to be adding our 3 cups of chicken stock and a cup of cream. Okay, so I'm going to slowly add our chicken broth. And watch a sauce just come to life in there. So remember, pick up a roaster from your grocery store, a chicken that's already cooked. Your portobellos, you can buy them already sliced, so you don't have to touch that. And at the grocery store now, I can't make myself do that, but they've got your bell peppers already chopped, your onions already chopped. To me, that's an expensive convenience food, and I try to never go there. But if you're in a real tight, I would go there. All right, now I've got my cup of heavy cream. Beautiful heavy cream. All right, now I'm going to stir in my peas. My chicken. And we'll bring all that to heat. because the peas are cold and our chicken was about at room temperature, maybe a little cooler. So we want to make sure that gets good and hot. And then we're going to pour our noodles in, and we're going to top our casserole, our tetrazzini, with, I'm trying to get my thoughts up because I'm thinking I need a bigger bowl. We're going to top our casserole with panko, the Japanese breadcrumbs, and we're going to toss a little oil with it, and that's going to help it get toasty. And this is the way I like to do my panko when I'm putting butter on it. I like to melt that butter and toss every grain on every grain to get some butter. I have found that the recipes out there that call for pasta to be added, that they tell you to cook so much, like the whole package. And I find that sometimes that's just too much pasta. It'll make the dish dry, and I don't want a dry dish. To me, this is the appropriate amount of noodles per meat and vegetables.
So 8 ounces.
Yeah. So our final step is adding our shredded Parmesan cheese. Now, if you have a favorite cheese, you can swap that out too. But Parmesan is just really, really good with the pasta. Now, the recipe calls for you to bake this for 35 to 40 minutes. So you're just going to have to make a judgment on how much pasta you want. If you want it wetter, use less pasta. If you like it kind of dry, then sock it to it. But I'm going to add just a little bit more milk because it's been a long time since I've made this dish, and I just don't want it to dry out in that baking time. But with this being nice and hot and cheesy, I think it's going to be fine. I think I'm going to need to put this on a cooking sheet because it's full. All right, so I've got my panko that I tossed in some just vegetable oil, and that will help them crisp up. So if you know somebody that's been in the hospital, had surgery, or has had some tragedy in their family, this is another good dish to take to a grieving family for first one thing and another, and not necessarily a grieving family. Maybe you know somebody that just had a baby and ain't walking real good yet. So this would be appreciated by a new mother as well. Okay. In the oven it goes. Like I said, I'm going to put it on a baking sheet. So in case it bubbles over, it says 35 to 45 minutes, but I don't think it's going to take that long, y'all. This looks delicious. It didn't take but about 20 minutes on this. How long did we cook it, Teresa?
20. In our oven, it was 20.
Yeah, because I had gotten everything super hot. So when it was time to go in the oven, it didn't have far to go to get to where it was supposed to be. Oh, I love a portobello mushroom. And this is going to be so hot. But I'm going to be brave. I'm going to do this for y'all. I love my job. Getting to taste for all of y'all out there. I love it. That panko is so, so good. And don't skip the step about oiling, mixing your panko with oil. And if I'd have done anything any differently, it would have I'd have probably added like a full teaspoon of salt, and I would add more panko, because that crust just brings it to the top. Delicious. You can make this the night before and take it out, sit it on the counter when you get home from work, let it get to room temperature, and then bake it off. And you've got a wonderful hot meal in just a matter of minutes, Mama. Loving best dishes out there. I love y'all.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.